Well, hello and welcome back to NXTGEN's Season 3 GT3 Tour, and we have round 10 today. So we're just going to be leaving this on for the next 50 minutes before qualifying starts. So I'm going to leave you with the sights and sounds of the GT3 class around Kyalami, and we will see you in 50 minutes. Ciao, ciao. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have just over 15 minutes of free practice left to go. And then we're going to be beginning the qualifying session for Next Gen Season 3 here at Kyalami for the GT3 Round 10. There is around about 5 races left to go, 5 or 6. And it's going to be interesting, as quite a few people are fighting out for the top spots. And so, let's have a little look at some different options that we have available to us with regards to timetables. So Pincher, yet again running an extremely fast time in the number 77 Audi with 2 purple sections. Hankin very, very close behind, as is Next Gen's Lager. And Professor Bean apparently doing a pretty good job today. Here, my favourite position, P4. See whether he can get on the second grid here today through qualifying. It looks like Hankin has held on to that second sector purple time for quite a while now. Check back with that later. Stewart in the number 46 Chrome UK liveried GT3 V8 twin turboed Bentley. And Kobe in the number 7 Ferrari. Won his first race 3 weeks ago. Finding himself here today for the round 10 of Next Gen's Season 3 calendar. A few races left to join us. Let's see what these drivers have to offer for us today. NXTGEN's Lager now over a tenth quicker in Sector 2 than Pincher, but suffering 3/10 in total with the other two sectors. It's very interesting. Well, hello and welcome to the Next Gen Season 3 GT3 Round 10 at Kyalami. And we are just about to kick things off with qualifying, running into what I believe is a 60-minute sprint here for Round 10. I believe there are 5 rounds left to go, so drivers are most certainly competing for those podium spots. Some of them are very close indeed. Some of the drivers already eager to leave the pits. Hempy just leaving shot there. There goes Nick in the Bentley, Professor Bean, Eli. I hope I got that right. So we'll jump on board with the number 9 Bentley, Leli. You will have to correct me if I got that wrong. I do apologise, but nevertheless, we're going to continue to watch the number 9 Bentley on his outlap here at Kyalami, and see what he has to offer for today's race. Jump onto camera set 2. It looks like Professor Bean letting that Bentley through. Sure whether the timetables, yeah, we've got new timetables. There we go, free practice. So Pincher taking P1 in the free practice session, not quite able to capitalise on 3 sectors to make them all purple, but nevertheless he has done 2 out of the 3. Interesting. So now Leli is actually 2.5, just over 2.5 tenths quicker than Pincher in sector 2, and actually running very, 0.018 away from Pincher. So maybe Pincher and Leli up on the first grid for when qualifying ends. We will have to see. Nonetheless, we will jump back onto the action, and we have drivers. Now all beginning to put their first recorded lap time down. Just stay on board for a little bit longer with the number 9 Bentley. Wait until he crosses that start finish, and we'll see what time provide for us. Lovely driving car, the Bentley. Touch oversteer perhaps, but you're used to it when you know what the car's gonna do, and it comes in quite handy actually. Nevertheless, different sort of build in comparison to the other GT3 cars we have on offer. I can see Nick, Hankin, Professor Bean and Sakin all in shot. Looks like Hankin's letting Leli run through, which means he is now going to put a lap time down. And there we go, look, P1 and P2, just like free practice, and I appreciate that is obviously the first lap that we've just put down, but we've got the rest of the drivers now making their way through. Number 98, Jamo next across that line, putting him in 6th position, 1.299 away from the very fast Pincher. 77 Audi. And next across is number 946, Urban Turtle. I think he's changed his livery colour since I last saw. Traversing another 3 to 4 corners here. We'll see what time Mr. Turtle can put down as he approaches the final 2 corners. We've got a right-hander here. It's a bit of a heavy braking section. Want to be clipping that apex, getting the best run out onto the straight. What can he do for his first lap here at Kyalami? He's put him in 10th position, a 2.733 off Pincher's 42.8. And lots of drivers now making their way across the start-finish straight. But it looks like NXTGEN Lager in the 46 Bentley taking P2, knocking off the number 9 Bentley, putting him in 2nd grid. P3 next to Professor Beam in the number 69 Ferrari. And Sally Grace in the number 25 Audi, putting him in 5th position. Hankin in 6th. Absolute brilliant class of drivers competing here. It's always a pleasure to watch events unfold, especially the pit window, which is always one to watch. And of course we have RV Motorsport, who has shown time and time again that he is one to watch. So we'll see exactly what he can do today. Currently in 8th position, a 1.326 off Pincher's 42.3. So Pincher's capitalised by 0.5, half a second off his original time. See whether he can get into the 41s. Number 7 next to Cross. We've got Kobe. Can he capitalise on his 1.140? Yes. Let's put him in 6th position. And we have a big bunch of cars crossing the line. Just have a quick little look at the Delta. Crossing the start finish, number 66 Gnarly, only a 1.8, just the same as Jamo in the 98 Ferrari, and Spec and Kevin yet to put the times down in the Lexuses. A couple of cars crossing that start finish on their outlaps. 7 putting his outlap down, and we have NXTGEN in pursuit of Hempy as both drivers about to cross that start finish straight. Can Hempy in P9, the number 99, Hempy 999, love it when it comes together. Can they capitalise as they are about to cross the start finish? Hempy first to cross. Can he capitalise his 1.521? Yes. Wow. So Hempy putting him in 4th position. Number 69 Professor Bean next to cross. Hankin P2, Bean P4, knocking Hempy and Leli into P5 and 6, but Hempy was just a P9. putting Kobe in P9, Zali in P8, and RB Motorsport in P7, who's been running some filthy races. NXTGEN Lager. About to put another lap time down as he leaves the pits here for round 10 of the NXTGEN GT3 Season 3 race here with 60 minutes of racing left to go and a pit window. It's going to be an interesting one to see unfold. But we will let Stewart finish his outlap. Hankin, a 0.3, as is Stewart, away from the 77 Audi. Let's see what he can do. Still some fast lap times, but nevertheless. Pincher closing in on the 141. He's got what it takes on this lap, clips the apex early on the gas, straightens that car up, maximizes track width, but can he make it happen? Yes! Holy fucking meatballs, Batman. This dude's on another level. So let's see if he can capitalize on that fast lap time of a 1:41.823, which puts Hankin at 0.669 and Stewart now 0.7 away from Pincher. Absolutely unreal. Keeping the car extremely balanced there, not really applying too much brake pressure, but rather letting the car more stable through the corners, especially through that one. Absolutely beautiful work here is the 77 driver in the Audi R8 GT3. Absolutely no one behind. Maximizing track widths again, clipping the apex. Just missing the apex on that one. Nevertheless, incredible driving. Looks like he's about to traverse the final two corners. Can he capitalize? On the 141.823. No, he cannot. Nevertheless, an absolutely incredible performance here. Kevin in the in the 34 Lexus, P11 next to Jamo and Nali in the 66. Austin Martin followed by Sakin, Nick, Urban Turtle and V-Spec. Gosh, it's going to be some cracking racing here for round 10. And with just over 6 minutes of qualifying time left to go, we'll see whether the 141.823 can be pushed upon, and whether Hankin and Stewart, Bean and Leli and Hempy, all under the 1 second mark, whether they can push on the available time here. That's Kyalami. Listen to that Bentley roar. Absolutely love it. Well, he's pushed only to a 0.549, so he's knocked off a 10th and a half on that lap. Hankin now in P3. Professor Bean next in... Oh no, knocked off by Leeli. Now on the second grid. And with 4:20 left to go, 7 laps in. With a last lap time of a 1:42.372, we are quickly gonna check the timetables. And Pincher now with solid purples across the board there. 4/10 quicker in Sector 1 than Stewart. Just under 2/10 in Sector 2. Under a 10th in Sector 1. About to cross the start finish. 2 corners left to go. Can he capitalise on the 0.549? 3 minutes 20 on the clock. That is a no. 44 Hankin. Second on the grid, third in position next to Leeli, currently in the rear of Hankin's rear view mirror. Can either of these drivers capitalise? Okay, so both the times have changed just a bit. Hankin extremely close lap times to Stewart in the 46 Bentley, and Leeli in the 9 Bentley with a 0.777, doing God's work there. We shall let him continue his crusade as the number 66 car crosses the line with a 1.995 off K Pincher's strangely fast time. I have to have him on for a few laps so I can learn a thing or two myself. As Bean now continues to push his way around Kalami and hopefully capitalise on his 0.8. Oh look, that's good. Definitely go downhill there. This must be a strange braking section, except it looks like they've got camber in their favour as well. They most certainly have. Must be a very nice track to drive this one. I've not actually driven it myself, to be honest, but nevertheless it looks like a driver's track, that's for sure. Camber in their favour, and quite a few elevation changes too. Can Bean capitalise on his 0.852? I don't know whether that's going to be a... And Hempy 0.972. Okay. 50 seconds left to go of qualifying, so number 66 next to cross, Nali. It's P11 and Kobe doing the devil's work. Right next to Leeli doing God's work. Look at that, a 0.666 and a 0.777. I absolutely love it. Right next to each other too. Wow, what are the odds? P3 for Kobe, knocking Hankin off by, God, look at that. 0.0018. Woo. putting him next door to Hankins. So they're going to be fighting out for position early doors here as the qualifying session comes to an end. Just under 3 minutes of a max time left to go. We've got the number 9 of Leli with a .777, still doing God's work. One corner left to go, coming up to the penultimate corner now. Can he capitalise on P5? No, he cannot. Putting them very close to Kobe and Hankin. And next across is Mr. V-Spec. Oh, putting him in 10th position on his final run through as the number 34 of Kevin. Putting him in 13th position, and Kobe now. As everyone in the pits can hear that Ferrari sing its heart out as it crosses that start-finish straight. And a .570. I'm just taking a photo. So we've got that for the beginning of the GT3 round 10 start. Is he waving his yellow flag for? Car on track. Okay, so that puts us with Kobe and Hankin in P4. So Pincher running the only 1:41 time, 7/10 a lap quicker than P2, first on the grid. Next to the 46 Bentley of Stewart, just over half a tenth slower than the 1:41 time of the 77 Audi. And in P3 and 4 we've got Kobe and Elliott in the number 7 Ferrari and the number 44 Audi, pushing Leli in P5, third on the grid next to Professor Bean in the 69 Ferrari, followed by Zally Grace, Hempy, RV Motorsport, putting him in 9th position. We'll see whether he can work his way through the pack today, or whether this track favours the others. We will have to see, but nevertheless, all cars now jumping on grid with just under 3 minutes of wait time left to go. We're going to have a full formation lap as we wait for the green lights for those to fall, and then we're going to be tread to 60 minutes of NXTGEN's Season 3 GT3 Round 10 here at Kyalami. And V-Spec in P10, the number 11 Alexis, next to Giamo in the Ferrari, followed by Nali and Kevin in the Austin Martin and Lexus, Sakin, Urban Turtle and Nick bringing up the rear of the pack in the Honda, Audi and Bentley. So as per usual, we jump on board with P4. We'll jump on board with the cameraman right on the pit wall, looking directly over 2 Audis and then 2 Ferraris, and we've got the Bentley, Lexus and another Bentley at the front of the pack. missing someone. Oh, have I? I see. I see. Yeah. End of the... Whoa. End of the race, it's all yours. Lucan in P... Where are you? Can't quite see. The pit connoisseur. And of course we are joined with Paul, the Helicam man, drafted in yet again to do another Class A job. Zalik Grace dropping to the drive mode, as is Kobe, Leli and Hempy. Oh, just listen to the V8s and the V10s just humbly roar as we get ready for the green light here for the formation lap of round 10 of NXTGEN's Season 3 GT3 round here. And I think we're most certainly going to be tread to a good one today. We've most certainly got some drivers in some positions that I wasn't necessarily expecting, purely based on previous races, but of course each track demands its own set of skills, and as you can see here, I mean, look at the camber, look how much the road comes back up into the braking section, so I'd imagine you'd be able to brake late here. It just looks like a beautiful track for driver, with the camber working in people's favour. Hello. And what a beautiful sight that is. Now, Pincher is extremely quick, and some of the races that we have, well, that I have been commentating for, he pushes very hard. Sometimes that fine line between 99.9% and 100% grip levels become blurred, so it'll be interesting to see whether the rest of the drivers will be able to keep the pressure on a 0.7 quicker lap time, as to whether the pressure will be on the 77 Audi leading the pack. What a beautiful sight and sound that is. Oh. Hankin will win. Well, P4, my favourite position, is the number 44 Audi. And we've got one rooting for Hankin. I know he's a very, 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 very quick dude, but as with every race, the tiniest incorrect move has big repercussions, but nevertheless we're ready for round 10 for the Next Gen Season 3, and we get the green. All drivers planting their right foot down as we unleash thousands of horsepower onto the start-finish straight here at Kalami. We're going to see exactly what unfolds here as we come up to the first corner. We've got Pincher Lager, Kobe next to Stewart in the Bentley. Look at the beautiful sights and sounds. Oh no, Stewart's off. I hope that wasn't contact, but nevertheless we must continue. We've got Hankin still holding on to P3. Oh man, that needs to... is there... Fortunately, we could just see Stewart in the back there, so that's going to be an interesting one. Watching him battle it out as they come up to a long left-hander there. Leli now in P4 with Zally Grace in the 25 Audi. Oh no, he's making the move. Side by side, Kobe's got the inside line. Leli looks like he might be able to capitalise here. Can Hankin hold on to P3? And it looks like that 0.7 of a lap time is already beginning to show on lap 1 as Pincher is just gone, putting Stewart... Can we even see him? No, we couldn't even see Stewart's car. Oh, it's always terrible when that happens. There he is, right in the background. So we're going to be interested to see him work his way back through the pack. Looks like one of the Lexuses has just gone off there. It looks like Hankin pushing that Audi. But can he make the run? He's got the speed, he's got the slingshot effect. Kobe is going defensive. Side by side into T1. Which means Leli could potentially get a better run out, but not quite close enough, it appears. That's a good run there from the Ferrari. Has he gone for the move? Not quite. I love those camera angles where you just can't quite tell if they're side by side until they drive like that. But Hankin most certainly is going to be applying a ton of pressure now to P2, which could give the rest of the drivers an opportunity to capitalise. RV Motorsport pushing as hard as he can, making the most of the track limits here at Kalami. I'm going to be calling it Kalami. Calamari. We're calling this track Calamari today. It's just how it is. And the Ferrari looks like it's getting a bit of a decent run, able to gap Hankin a touch. We got there Kevin in the 34 Lexus, and Stewart 0.333. My good God, everything's happening. We need about 5 different streams going on. Oh, just touching the sausage. My God. It's all kicking off. Oh, look at all of these cars with the slingshot effect as they make their way up this long start finish straight. Oh, just that much going on, my brain that I don't know what to say, but check it out. We've got Bentley on Bentley. Put Stewart in P12, Hankin, and Hankin making the move on Kobe. Oh, this is why we need about 10 streams. But look how close these drivers are. There's only a 0.381, and we've still got over 55 minutes of this race left to go. Jamo only a 0.397 away from Kevin and Hempy. 0.367. Oh, look how beautiful this is. Okie doke. Just catching up with the Delta. So much going on, and Pincher now over 4 seconds, gapping him between P2, which is most certainly giving him a breath of fresh air. 3 laps in. A white flag. Oh, Ferrari side by side with the Lexus there, and it looks as though the Audi and the number 69 Ferrari struggling there, giving Lexus the free run. Stewart leading that pack, making his way up through into P9 now. Next ahead, Nali in the 66, Austin Martin, as they make their way through the penultimate corner and over that start-finish straight. Pincher nearly 5 seconds away from P2. And Kobe just nearly a second away from Hankin. But Lilai is holding on to the hopes of a P3 podium as we jump on board real quick with these boys. Oh, they've both got different dashes, Stewart and Lilai. MP a 0.590 away from P5's the very quick RV Motorsport, who is now just come into shot as we are on board for the hunt for P3. Hankin not too far away. That gap's closed to a 0.7 and increased to a 5.3 from Pincher now. Whoa. He's in P2. My good God, have we got a fight? So, it's not really a battle for P3, it's a battle for P2 and 3, really. A battle for the podium position. Pincher continuing to make his way through with the very fast lap times. He's going to have to make a mistake for this P2, 3 and 4 to capitalise. And Kobe back again in P2. Second, a 0.5 away from the 108 Bentley of Nick. Oh my God, look how close these guys are. And now they make their way up to the penultimate corner. Not quite sure what it was for the cause of events to change. Yet again, look at that. Pincher just making his way out of shots as all drivers now make their way past the pit wall. There's the roar of the unbaffled GT3 engines. He wants that inside line, but has he got it? Not quite. Long race left to go though, so want to pick and choose your time to attack at the right point, otherwise it can end in disaster for the two parties. But nevertheless, we've got a great fight here for P2 and 3. Ferrari versus Audi versus Bentley. Most certainly, Kobe being a rookie last season, and also taking his first win in the Next Gen series, just showing exactly what effort and determination does, and yet again showing that effort and determination is paying off, putting him in a second position against the very quick Hankin and RB Motorsport up in P5 now. Going to be seeing that Audi's front grille right. Oh my good God. Took the inside line as he got the run. They're still side by side. Oh, look at this. Oh no, there's been contact. Kobe's fortunately been able to keep his Ferrari on track after touching the wall, but now that's given RV Motorsport a run. And he's still taking that position. I don't know whether Hankin gave him that back. I'm not sure what's just happened there, but nevertheless, we've got Kobe ahead of Hankin and RV Motorsport joining the party, with Levi now taking P2. Thank you, sir. Hankin wants that position back as fast as he possibly can. He's got a brilliant run there. Yeah, I thought that would have been the case. Hankin giving him it back, which is awesome to see, and then just taking it back yet again with an absolutely awesome move there by Hankin, and taking a different line and just slungshot his way out of one of those corners there. So that's put him in P3, putting Kobe in my favourite position, P4, as the Ferrari continues to hunt the 44 Audi down. Oh, I don't know whether the Ferrari was a little bit loose on the exit there, just showing that he's pushing as hard as he possibly can. But RB Motorsport in the Mercedes, Next Gen still in P9, 0.18 from Gnarly in the 66, Austin Martin. Now RV Motorsport putting pressure on what was P2, now a P4. Looks like they're very nearly going to be going side by side, and we have Hempy joining the party, followed by Zally Grace and Gnarly Pop. Most certainly is close enough. Hempy clipping the apex. Downhill they go under the Assetto Corsa sign. Yeah, that is a very, very good point actually. Kobe may be suffering damage in the number 7 Ferrari with his scuffle with P3. And it looks like RV Motorsport, if he gets a good run out here, which is most certainly maximising track widths, but can he get a good run? Not quite close enough to get side by side, too far away from a dive bomb. Nevertheless, the 410 Mercedes is continuing to apply that pressure to P4. We'll see whether he has indeed suffered from damage and whether over the course of the next 43 minutes how much of an effect that's going to have per lap. Nevertheless, I'm going to assume that he is going to push and push until the end. Wasn't sure whether the Mercedes was a little bit loose through the corners there, but seems to be doing a pretty solid job so far, keeping RV Motorsport off, but RV Motorsport seems to have a pretty decent corner there. Let's see whether he can make anything happen as he goes through the penultimate corner here. Can he make anything happen at the end of this stretch? But it looks like the Ferrari's just gone. So being 0.71 seconds. Obviously something's happened there, which is unfortunate. Followed by V-Spec in P14. 0.394. He's going to be making that move soon. We're going to have to just stay on board with these. Fact. Get on board with Kobe. But if his car is damaged, he's most certainly doing an incredible job of finding his pace. It's a beautiful line there, beautiful momentum. Can he clip the apex? Not quite. Well, he's doing a great job holding off P4. Hankian most certainly making his way up the field in P3, chasing Lilay in the number 9 Bentley down. Is anything gonna happen between Ferrari and the Mercedes? But do you know, Kobe seems to have most certainly got them corners down. It seems that Sector 2, the Ferrari has its day. But the end and beginning of Sector 3 and 1, shall we say, is the more favourable for the Mercedes, it seems. Just under observation of these two as they wrestle the GT3 Ferrari, GT3 Mercedes. But it looks as though Kobe is most certainly able to hold his own, so we'll just jump back out, and NXTGEN's Lager now in P8 and now putting pressure on P7 of Nali in the 66. Aston Martin making his way back through the field. Taking that inside line, putting pressure yet again on the Aston Martin. How long will it be before we see some side-by-side action between the Aston Martin and the Bentley, and will that give the Ferrari a run? As it means that they are going to lose a little bit of time as they begin to scuffle it out. Nevertheless, they are continuing to make their way through round 10 here of NXTGEN's Season 3. Kyalami looks like he was most certainly capitalising momentum. Has he made it stick? Looks like he maybe had a little bit of a better run, but Stewart's changed his dash again. And coming up to the final two corners, that Ferrari seems to have caught a few tenths back up as the 46 Bentley continues to apply that pressure onto the Aston Martin. Can he make anything happen here? It looks like the Aston Martin is just pulling away, but it's the Bentley pulling it back. Sally Grace leaving the pits. We've got the Ferrari in the rear of the show. We've got side-by-side action between the Aston Martin and the Audi now coming into the mix, putting a car in between them both. That is not what the 46 Bentley wanted, I am sure. Stewart now, two cars to make his way through the field as we jump on board with Paul, the Helicam man. Stu's carrying damage as well. And of course, right at the beginning, had an off. Sally Grace conceding position, shall we say, to the front running pack. Like a pretty decent run, and it most certainly was. That's going to look uncomfortable in the 66's Aston Martin's rearview mirror, but is he able to make anything happen? That is very close. He's most certainly going to be in the slipstream from the longest start finish straight here at Kyalami. Is he able to get side by side up to T1? He's going for the inside line. Ferrari on the outside line, not quite able to make anything happen.
Big window is open.
The Aston Martin seems to be holding his own against the 46 Bentley. Can the 66 hold off the 46? It looks like he's going to have a run here. Oh, he just backed out of it. That would have definitely been some side-by-side action and perhaps even a position, but look how close he is. But he's giving that Ferrari tenths each time these two come to battle it out. Has he got the... he's made it side-by-side. Oh no. There's contact, unfortunately. So Pincher has now gapped the P2 of Lilai in the number 9 Bentley by 7.75 seconds. We are going to jump on board. And we're going to be tread to a lap. Yeah, it's absolutely brutal. I'm so gutted that that happened. It's such a shame. I know none of that was intentional, and you know, you get a little bit of swing back from the car, a little bit of lag, which you can see. But nevertheless, it has happened, and the show must go on. I am just very interested to see what a 1:41 lap time looks like. It's very interesting to see exactly what's going to be occurring on the leaderboard. RV Motorsport taking P4, 7 seconds from P3, but with a pit window open and most drivers left to pit. We're going to see a change in position. NXTGEN Lager back in P13, bless him, next to Professor Bean. We'll see exactly what's going to progress here. Doesn't give me the lap times. Well, nevertheless, we have Sakin in the pits, now leaving the pits, followed by Nick in the 108 Bentley and Kevin in the 34 Lexus, all now leaving the pits. And with coming up to the halfway mark, 5 minutes left to go of the pit window. Yeah, so 46 Bentley yet again. Back out at it, only a 0.4 from Mr. V-Spec. Oh, that was so close. That's the dash I like. I prefer that dash that he's got on. Keep that one on.
We're halfway through.
So we're coming up to the halfway point. We've got NXTGEN making his way back down the pack. He's repaired this damage to the 46 Bentley. Bentley seems to not quite have the grip there, but I'm going to assume that tyre pressures and temps are going to not be at optimum temperatures or PSI as of yet. And Kevin also in pursuit of the Bentley between the two Lexuses. Yep, cold tyres are most certainly not a fan favourite of mine. It looks like he may be thinking about taking P11 away from the legend that is the Mr. V-Spec. And Kobe now entering the pits. He's going to be hearing the roar of the Lexus and the Bentley go side by side now nearly. Is he going to get a run here? Is he going to go side by side? Is he going to take the inside line? Show him that he wants to take that position, or is he going to take the racing line? He's keeping to the right. He's not necessarily looking. No, he's took it. Oh my god. My entire body clenched then. Coming up to turn 1 here. Is V-Spec going to concede that position, or is Stewart going to have to fight for it? Yeah, it's a strange thing, that camera sort of delay. I kind of like it. It's like a real. It's like there actually is. I thought I saw contact then. It's like there is a real person trying to catch up with it. Bless him. Maybe there is. Maybe it's just like what's it called? Wreck-It Ralph. When they're all in the game. Oh, that Bentley with a little bit of slip angle there. He is pushing he is pushing this beast to its limits. And of course, paying homage to the British GT3 that is the Bentley. He's got the inside line. Can he keep it? It looks like the Lexus has got the better run. But he's going to be in slipstream, so if he wants to take that inside line, it is all his. But I just hope for God there's no contact. He's taking it yet again. Is he able to make it stick? Not quite, but what an incredible turn of events it is here between the race between the Lexus and Bentley. Absolutely incredible racing here. Is he able to make it stick? Not quite. Whoa. When is the 46 Bentley gonna make anything happen? And by anything, I mean a position overtake. Jesus. Oh, what incredible racing is here, but hats off to Mr. V-Spec for holding his own. But you know what? All this is doing is giving the Lexus in pursuit a better run, and now we have a Bentley sandwich
Pit window is now closed.
with a loaf of Lexus. Pit window now closed. Everyone serving their pit times. Look how wonderful this is. What are the odds? what are the actual odds of a Bentley Lexus sandwich? And he's now under pressure from Alexis, and he wants to overtake Alexis. Oh, he's constantly applying an absolute ton of pressure. If I was in that, you see, look, it's giving. This fighting is giving the Lexus a run. Oh, it looks like he's got a better run out here. Is he going to make it happen? Is he going to go side by side? He doesn't know where to go. Oh, good God. I knew we was going to be treated to something great. Checking the rear view mirror. Lexus not taking the inside line. He's just able to make it stick. Planting all near to 600 horsepower down. We've got near to just under 2,000 horsepower battling it out here as they make their way down the start finish straight here of round 10 at Kyalami. And the Bentley yet again making it stick, and the two Lexuses having contact. Oh my God. One Lexus unfortunately gone off, giving that position back. I don't know what's occurring. Who's that ahead? So, oh my dear Lord. Well, nevertheless, positions are still the same. Kobe 3 seconds ahead of RV Motorsport, and Hukan, yeah, Hukan Lukan also now offering tarot card services, and he will read your future. But nevertheless, it does mean that Stewart is a second behind P11, back in P12. P11, I love the numbers though. P11 in number 11. You can't make this shit up. Whoa, look at this though, what racing. It's the only race that is close so far. A 1.75, we're going to have to jump back on board with these boys. Oh, hats off to V-Spec. Holding his own, and Stewart just touching the sausage there, but he's still been able to keep it. Taking the inside line, making sure that the momentum wasn't wasted, and in fact capitalized on. Look at this. I cannot believe my eyes. Absolutely incredible racing. He's got another run, but what horrible corners to do it. He's got to know that he's there. He's made it stick. He's clipped the apex. He's given him space, and he's made it happen. Well, that's P11 for Stewart, making his way back through the pack for the third time today. Sakin now a 0.7 in pursuit of Nali. So then, as we jump on board with the 66, Austin Martin making his way through round 10 for GT3's Season 3. We have the 66, Austin Martin, under pressure by the 14 Honda of Sakin. And Professor Bean leading the 3-pack. Yeah, that was incredible racing between Stewart and V-Spec. That was extremely entertaining, it must be said. Sakin looks like he may have had a good run here. Clipping that apex. Such wide tracks. I would imagine it's a little bit deceiving getting on the gas a little bit too late, I would imagine, with such wide angles or exits, but oh, look at this. Well, it looked as though Sakin had a little bit of a moment there where he may have capitalised, but the 66 Austin Martin GT3 weapon isn't able to hold off, and Professor Bean is just making his way down that track. I'm also extremely impressed that he was actually able to hold his line with the outside lines, but obviously it just goes to show that he was able to keep that momentum, and it just goes to show that, you know, if someone's side by side, you don't have to concede. It's all about keeping that momentum, I guess. But yeah, what an absolutely incredible 1v1. We've got Hempy up in P13, crossing the start-finish straight. Not sure what happened there. So with just over a quarter of an hour left to go, let's just run through the order. We've got Pincher in the 77 Audi and the 44 Audi of NXTGEN's Hankin, and Leli in P3, a well-deserved P3. Followed by Kobe in the number 7 Ferrari, taking home a P4 currently, 5 seconds ahead of RB Motorsport, so he's run an absolutely solid race because he's had a couple of incidents, has Kobe. And K Pincher, 25 laps in, 15 minutes left to go. And Hankin 3 corners behind Pincher in 16 seconds. What an absolutely incredible race, as always, but he hasn't had many incidents this time. Perhaps he's not been under as much pressure as he usually is, and with some of the other drivers, but I think with the turn of events that we've had today, Stewart having a couple of little knocks, bless him, especially with lap 1, it's given Pincher a little bit of a free run. Well, it's got 14 minutes to make up the 2.5 second deficit between the glory of P2. Yo, Hunty, what up, my brother? Hope you well, my man. See what the Delta says. Is just made half a second to P2 in the 44 Audi, driven by Elliot Hankin. Very quick drivers, and what an absolute pleasure it is to see these drivers battle it out. And as per usual, we've always had some dramas, but with 13 minutes left to go, we've got the fight for P2 on board, and second very close to Nali, and continuing to chase the 66 Austin Martin down. But can he make it happen? 1.5, another half a tenth. What's this guy doing? So over the start finish straight they go. Just over 12 minutes of race time left. Has Hankin got what it takes to hold on to the glory of the first loser? Or will the number 9 Bentley take that title away, putting him as the second best loser? Back up to 2 seconds. So I think we've perhaps got a little bit of advantage and disadvantage at some sectors of the track between the front-engined V8 twin-turboed Bentley and the V10 power plant that is the Audi. Tenths back up. So we've not quite got anything happening as of yet. So with 10 minutes left to go, top 6 we've got Pincher and Hankin, Lilai and Kobe, RV Motorsport and Jamo. And my current NXTGEN GT3 source has told me that if Hankin takes home a P2, that's going to put him in P1 championship leader with only 5 races left to go. And let me tell you, the scores are very close indeed. I don't have an up-to-date scoreboard with me today, but I will have that with me ready for next week. But nevertheless, Lilai now a 1.223, and NXTGEN in P9. Stewart in the 46 Bentley, just waiting for the Delta to tell me how far away. I think Leeli is going to be providing us with some content here. With just under 9 minutes left to go. Now, I'm not sure what it means if Hankin takes a P3 and Leeli takes a P2, but it looks like that's on the cards. Under a second now. We have got some content here, boys and girls, as we now jump on board. The Bentley. Absolute legend, Lucan. Tiny micro adjustments with the wheel. Full lock. Okay, so thanks to the NXTGEN's GT3 official steward, I now have up-to-date scoreboard from round 9 as we are now in round 10. We've got Stewart in P1 with 156 points, Elliott in P2, NXTGEN Hankin with 146 points, followed by Lucan with 140 points. And Kobe in 4th position with 137 points, and Pincher with 123 points, followed by Beamflicker with 118. So right there and then we've got an incredible, it's like a backwards grid, so it's going to put everyone even closer if the scoreboard ends this way. He's changed his dash again. Well, boys and girls, this is it. He's got 6 minutes to make it happen. Second, still a 0.8 away from Nali in P7 in the 66 Aston Martin. So we are going to stay on board with these two. Let's see whether the Bentley can actually indeed make a P2 happen. Very late on the brakes, able to clip that apex, but has Hankin got a better momentum as he gets out the way of the Bentley's slipstream. He's going to be feeling the pressure, I can most certainly tell you that, as he comes up to T1 round 10 at Calamari. Look at the suspension put to its ultimate test, taken to its absolute limits, trying to maximize as much grip as it possibly can, but oh my god, look at this. Is Hankin able to defend? He's changed his dash back. I love that dash. Well, now he's changed his dash, that might give him an extra 10th. As as he continues to hunt down the very quick Elliot Hankin in the number 44 Audi GT3 R8. I'm going to most certainly say that the Audi with better aerodynamics is going to be much better with momentum through corners, but Bentley, with its very quick turning, can you get a better run out here? Listen to that Bentley. Trying to get as much of that slipstream as he possibly can. It's all gone wrong. He's got no grip. No. No. Tell me. Oh, please don't anyone hit him. Please. Oh my god. Oh no. Two minutes 48.7 seconds left to go, and Leeline overtaken by Kobe and RV Motorsport, putting him in P5, which is an absolute travesty, meaning Hankin has a near 20-second gap, well, between Pincher and Fighter actually. Yeah, incredible. The number 11 Lexus hunting down the 108 Bentley with 2 minutes left to go. I certainly did. Whoa, looks like V-Spec is going to bring us home with 60 seconds left to go, but can he make anything happen with, I'm going to assume, one more lap to go? Beautiful momentum there. Look at how much, wow, that was an incredible line from V-Spec there. That may have given him, so the Bentley though, we've got a very good exit from the penultimate corner here, round 10 at Calamari. Okie dokie. So just behind V-Spec we have the race leader K Pincher, who's just making his way into shot now, which means we can jump on board with these two as we know when the P1 is going to cross this start finish, taking home a P1 for the GT3 NXTGEN's Season 3 Round 10 here at Calamari. Jesus, look at how fast he is though in that Audi. What an absolute savage. Pay him for some lessons, I think. Oh, go on, kid. Is he able to make anything happen? He's gone side by side. He's going to take the inside line. Was it enough? No. Cracking race there.
Leader has finished the race.
From VSpec, great content, and congratulations to K Pincture taking home a P1, which is going to be well needed and deserved points for the championship table. And NXTGEN's Hankin taking home a P2. Another legend is run an absolutely solid race, gave the position back to Kobe, who's now bringing home a P3 in the number 7 Ferrari as he makes his way through the penultimate corner here at Calamari, crossing the start finish. And RV Motorsport taking home P4, with Leli taking home an unfortunate P5 with his accident that was also caught on camera. Jamo in the 98 Ferrari taking home a P6, followed by Sakin. Hemp has crossed the line, Professor Bean's crossed the line, and NXTGEN Lager is he wants. I didn't even realise this was a. Check this. Oh my God! He nearly gave him P8, P7. Oh, dear me. Nally in P9, Nally in P9, Kevin in P10. We've got Nick in P11, just crossing that start finish, as is VSpec, who has run a solid race and gave us some awesome content. And Urban Turtle, I can't move things. And let's cross the line with Zaligrace. And that brings us to a close. So congratulations to the podium pack, Pincher, Hankin and Kobe in the 2 Audis and 1 Ferrari, taking home the gold, silver and bronze in the 7744 and 7 cars. RV Motorsport making his way through the pack, taking home a well-deserved P4, my favourite position of course, and Leli in P5 with an unfortunate spin. Obviously just crossing that 100% grip mark. Thank you, Lucan. We'll see you next time, fella. And Jamo taking home P6. NXTGEN Lager very nearly, look at that, a .064 from a P7, having to make his way back through the pack 3 times. Rest of the grid. Ah, Mr. Pincher giving us all what we want. Well, I don't blame him. I mean, I'd be happy if I was to take home a win like that and qualifying time like that. But congratulations to the podium pack winners and, of course, everyone else who has, of course, attended. We are all here for a laugh after all. And 5 rounds left to go. We will see you next Wednesday for round 11 of Next Gen's Season 3 GT3 Tour. I've been your host, the Macabre King, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.